What's up, YouTube? It is day two. Focus. Two, that's two. Of working on the Ninja 650 2015. Yesterday, ripped it all apart, and then I got kind of tired while working on it, so I didn't record us finishing the airbox, which is under the tank and was a pain to get to. But we installed a K&N filter and ripped every fairing off. So today's project is we're going to start laying out the LED underglow on it, which is all going to be green and have a switch and be wired to the battery and look really cool and be accessible and all this good stuff. And I'm going to work on the tail tidy, and we're going to give it a good cleaning because she's a little dirty. Like underneath all the areas where you wouldn't normally see, we're just going to clean it up since we're here. Might as well, right? What else is new with this thing? What else are we going to do today? You know, that's my plan. I at least want to get that done. But first, we need to make some room in this garage because there's bikes. So let's make some room. There we go. Much better. Got the bikes out of the way. Got one on the lift. And that's the Ninja. That's the 650 we're working with today. Woo-hoo. Okay, YouTube, next step is wiping everything down on this bike. Everything, just getting all this dirt off. So we're gonna do that.
I got it out though.
Say hi. Because you know I do YouTube stuff.
I know.
Okay, so Courtney and I just finished cleaning her bike off. And we laid out her LEDs. And I gotta find more parts, but I got a lot of soldering to do, which no one on YouTube would ever want to watch me do. And now we're working on the new fender eliminator. This thing's tight, like a tiger. I don't want to strip anything. So it looks like for her bike, and there were instructions. You want to read them? Looks like it's 3 bolts, and then there's one Phillips down here that holds it all together. Then the whole thing should drop out. So first things first. I'm Bruce Willis. Oh wait, no. First things first, you got to loosen everything. This actually looks like a pretty simple fender eliminator. Once we get the, well, there's still one more holding in, and I'm not going to take them all the way out. I'm just trying to loosen them up so that when we get the last one loose, it'll kind of, see, it's already starting to flop around a bit. It'll flop around. So back to the fan. Okay, so that looks like it's starting to really move. It looks like that's the last thing holding in. So now we should worry about the electrical. So that looks, is that the tail light though, right there? Or is that turn signals? That looks like the tail light.
It might be,
yeah. Yeah, here. So it's right here. Yeah, it's right. That's a weird kind of.
yeah, it goes up.
It's like it could just go here.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kawasaki. I made this difficult. But you know, they might have done that because the Z650 may have required it, or no, 650EN, which was the naked version back when this was made.
Right.
So.
I was gonna say the Versys, but that's not.
No, that's your touring style one.
Yeah.
So proud of you for knowing these things. Some people just don't care, and I'm a huge nerd if you couldn't tell. Courtney's doing yoga in the garage. Oh wait,
Other side.
yeah. So what I do is here's a trick for these. Is this is the side that clamps. So you just kind of do one of these and get underneath it just a little bit. You're just enough to pry it up, and then you just pull the whole thing out. Yeah, learned that from working on these long enough. Actually, this comes from cars more than bikes. But it's so easy that way. You don't have to push anything down. There's no safety thing.
Yeah,
You just got to be super careful with it, because if you yank that in too hard, you can break the clip. If you want to do anything I'm doing, like, if you're like, oh, show me how to do it, I'll just holler at me, because I just keep going. I like these. The metal bars. I think they're for support. And also, I think that if you were to buy like the rear, tank, the rear saddle bag, tail bag.
Oh, yeah.
I think these come off, and something else gets put in their place. But I think they're just there to protect this from getting hit if it falls. Okay, slowly. I think it's okay. Slowly drop her down a bit. Let's see what we got. It's caught somewhere else, isn't it? Ow, where's my finger? Yeah, I got 2 more. It's fine. It'll wiggle. Just, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Nope. Voila, wiggles out the back. That's what she said. Sneaks out the back. That's what he said. No, that's what she would say. He sneaks out the back. She wiggles out the back. I don't know. Just making it up. I'm out of iced tea. Life is ruined. Okay, so this guy then just... That doesn't go there. Just rebolt. Okay, so that's just a... Okay. Oh, that's not too... That's easy as hell. Look at that. Boom. Done. It's already lined up. Done. 1, 2, 3. So it does reuse that. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got the MD fender eliminator, and we've got a hardware kit, and we've got a... This is the LED light for the rear. Oh, and the plug. Nice. They included the stock plug. So what a lot of these guys will do, and here's some stickers for you. You want me to put them over here for now? Or? Okay, I know you like your stickers. Mine are all, I put them all in the toolbox. I know, right? I just keep collecting them. So what a lot of the companies will do is they create, this goes into your stock housing, so it'll plug right back where we pulled it out. But then you have this disconnect for the LED itself, so you don't have to fish this through anything. It's these thinner wires. With, I want to say it was Heather's fender eliminator, the way it was designed, it would have been a bitch. Like, it would have been actually impossible to get that through there. This is the only thing. And then this is an LED. Little brat guy.
Instead of that?
Instead of the big bulky thing, this goes right there. So, and I don't know if I have a wrench for this one. It's little. I might. Oops, pliers. I have these labeled, I still open the wrong drawer. Ooh, this looks right. Good. Heather's needed a 6mm or something, which I don't have a 6mm. These are 7. It looks like.
So where does it sit? Right there?
Yep, right there. So these
feeds through there.
These go through here, which either way is going to be tight because they're going to give you a lot of room to work. So you got to kind of do one then the other, and then these go through there and it bolts on. I haven't done any of these ever.
I haven't done any of these ever.
No, I know you haven't. Did Yoshi one came with it? Yeah. Okay.
Because I had the Yoshimura one.
Yeah. I still don't have one for the 300. Oh, I do have one for the 300. Have I shown you that? It's my fender eliminator for the 300.
Oh, you printed it?
Ah, cool. Yeah. I want to do it, but I'm afraid it won't last. I'm afraid to lose the plate again. I like the full plate. It gives you the option to put all 4 bolts in, compared to some. Like ours are 2. Yeah, but you could, like, I'm gonna get 4 bolts for yours, because then it won't flap, it won't do anything, and we won't lose it. I'm also gonna get the correct bolts for yours. Like, I'm gonna get the correct nuts for yours. The bolts will work fine, but the nuts won't. I just had that little wrench and I did what with it. So they have their own little stock thingies that come off the side. Why are there 2? Uh-oh. We may have to read instructions now. Also, I claim ownership of all bolts that we don't have to reuse for your bike. Like these bolts, we're not going to put back in your bike because they give us all new ones, so I'm keeping those. In case I ever need them for your bike or another bike, because they might fit things. And because you're not paying for this service, so. Okay, so I'm going to say those are for that. Okay, so we're going to do it this way, so they're behind it. If you obviously don't want it on the front, so we'll do behind. So we can prep the lights. We can pull the lights out of there and put them into these, because they clamp in there. But okay, so now I know.
We can't fish the lights through, and then we have to wait until.
No, we can use 2 bolts because it's 4 bolts. We'll put 2 bolts in. We'll get everything done. Put 2 bolts in. I'll get the other bolts. Take one out. Put your plate on. Take the other one out. But no, we're doing it now. No, we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay this over. This is the back of it, so it's gonna be this way and this way. Right. I thought that was too nice of him. What if you did that way though? Ooh. Okay, so you got two options here. The neat thing we can do is we can reverse these. Like, I think it's supposed to be this way and this way, which will leave them further out. Or you can bring them like this,
So that way they're
and brings them in just like, I mean, like, a little bit. It's up to you which way you want to do it. It's not really, I don't think you're going to be able to tell the difference, actually, but it'll work either way.
on the inside.
Make it a little tighter.
I don't like how they stick out.
No, I don't like how they stick out either. I had small ones here somewhere. Wait, then what are the point of these holes? What are the...
Are you sure they don't go there?
What, something like this? I highly doubt that, because...
No. But it's too far apart in your image.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, the instructions are probably written. Let's just take a look. Aftermarket turn signal hole adapter are those things. These go into the back of the garbage. Oh well. Wow, that's great instructions. Okay, we read the instructions, done. So, what do you need there? Probably, this is probably too big.
Yeah.
Okay, probably an 8mm, possibly. Socket. Oh no, I literally dumped everything. Okay, that little too. It's probably way too small, right?
It's too small.
I dumped the whole thing. Hold on, give me a second. I think we just lost 20 pounds off your bike with this thing. It's gonna look so much better. I hate that. That's the only thing I still hate about the 300. That and that I messed up painting, but... Okay, yeah, see? Like, there's a little grommet there we gotta pop off.
Oh, see, I thought it just could slide right.
Yeah, no, that's... you haven't taken enough things apart yet in your life. Oh my god, how are we gonna get that out? Pretty sure we gotta now take the plastic piece off the metal piece because we have to get back underneath here to get these off.
Oh, that's a pain in
So
the ass.
these guys,
Which
gotta-
that's a bigger.
yeah, it looks bigger. And then these guys, then we should have done this while I was on the bike. Thank God I bought these. $6,000. Oh my god. There she goes. That's something you really don't want to strip just because of the weird angle too. Like, if I stripped it and we couldn't get it out. Forgot the Kawasaki guarantee. Everything will come off our bike at some point except for the turn signals. I think that's the Kawasaki guarantee. Forgot about the locking washer. So one compresses it this way. This one spreads it this way so you can get shit out. Now all the rubber starts to move. And even though they're still in there tight, at least it moves. Kawasaki makes one thing great. It's these turn signal guards or whatever you want to call them. Clamps. For you. Thank you. And yoink. So the thing is with these is one's gray and one's black.
And that's how you know which one's which.
No, they're also shaped differently. And on these, I think it says left and right on them somewhere. Yeah, I forget. I thought my 300 does, but there's only one way they can go in well. But if we flip the... Come on, you little bastard. if we flip the housing thing, we'll have to put the left on the right and the right on the left, because they'll be upside down if we don't. I'll show you. I think I might be wrong too. But, there we go. Fucking hate these things.
Hey, this is the one from this side.
How can you tell? Yeah, it's easier to tell with yours.
Got all the writing on the bottom. It's got a scratch.
Oh yeah, that's it. The writing's on the bottom. That's how I told them apart. So this guy over here, and this guy, and this guy. So normally this way. Uh-oh, we lost one light so far. We're in trouble now. So see how they're shaped? It's got a flat side.
Mm-hmm.
It's on this side. So I was wondering, if we did flip it, would we have to flip the... No.
You would still put it in the same way.
I'm just checking. So this would go on this side. Yep, so if you wanted to do it where...
Oh, right.
Because it's got to be lined up this way. So when we plug in the blinkers, we have to make sure we plug them in the right way. Like this might be your right blinker right now, but when we plug it in, let's see, hold on, it might be overthinking this. If I plug it, if I do this, shit, I want to do this way. I want to do this way. It's inside.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll actually still be your right. Okay, cool. So never mind, we're good.
So I guess that's how it's supposed to go then.
Yeah, or, well, let's see. If we do this way, like it's supposed to be, it would be the same alignment.
Mm-hmm.
So because we switched it, the alignment's backwards, but these are backwards. So what you can do, if you want to try it, is you got to kind of work the rubber into the hole, and this takes a
Do
little.
you still need this thing?
Yeah, keep that on. Well, that can slide off the end, and you can work with it later, so that it's just not in your way, because it will just fall off. The other one's right there. So, but this is a tough process. This took me the longest on both the 650 and the whatchamacallit, and the 636 was doing this. This was the longest process. This guy.
Mm.
So this needs to go in.
What needs to
See,
go
like the part that pops
Yeah,
up,
it's
that goes in, but you got to go around the cable first. So you have to make sure you get it down the cable, and that piece is down at the same time. Okay. Now we got this clamp. It goes over the top of it. Perfect. You're doing such a good job with that, Brady. And then you put the little black guy in there. And just tighten her up. Oh my God. I put it through the lower one to try to hide any, hide the wire to come down. Like if I put it through the top one, you'd see it up here.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm just letting you know what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. I'd say we could test this tonight, but I don't have a key out here, and I have to go all the way upstairs. You little bastard. Okay, I'm gonna put this down for a second. There's too many wiggling parts right now. Can't wait to watch you wheelie this thing.
Hmm? I'm not gonna wheelie it.
On purpose.
Not ever.
Mm-hmm. Right through that top guy. Okay, maybe the bottom one. That looks really tight. Like we're not gonna be able to put that nut on there.
Yeah. Too long.
Yeah. which might also be the reason that they did it the other way, because then you'd have a little more room to work in there.
Well,
But when I'm gonna get smaller bolts,
these
so
weren't even meant for this,
yeah.
anyways.
Just give it a nice hand crank, and we'll get it. This guy. We need this guy, and we're gonna need those bolts. We got these bolts, these guys. Okay. Actually, these might be license plate bolts too, for all we know. Look at that.
They are
License
big.
plate bolts. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm just trying to see what we have here. Because these are these the washers? Yeah, so these have a little nylon piece in them. See, like the dark rim?
Yeah.
It's a little nylon piece, so that when it locks in, the nylon heats up a little bit and creates compression in there so that the bolt can't back out.
Gotcha. Why is that half a washer?
I have no idea.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's fine, it'll work just fine. Alright, so I'm going to assume that these are for your license plate. These four, because they're the four similar ones. These two are going to go in your bike. We have, all these are all hex bits. They're all the same. Nope, they're two different lengths. Okay, which means I'm thinking these two longer ones go in your bike, because four are the same.
Mm.
So, license plate, license plate. These ones are going to go in here. So what we can do and will do is these are going to stick up and through. So the nut will be in the top
Okay.
of the bike.
Where do you want the washer?
That's going to be a great question on where they want the washer, if they show us. Because sometimes they have a very specific reason for putting it one direction or the other. And it looks like...
Does it say it in the actual, like...
I'm looking. They're on the inside of the bike.
Ah,
And that's the factory screw that we pulled out. We're going to reuse this guy.
oh, for that little tiny thing? Okay.
For that one last one. So this one, I'm going to guess maybe this size. Let's get the right tools first before we do anything else. Voila, perfect. Okay. So, yep, feed those betas in there. And the last one's perfect. Yep, more light here.
I can't really see where the holes are.
Oh, you're good right there. If you can hold her right there, I'm just going to put that up so I can see through the holes.
Do you want to lower the thing at all? Or are you
No,
good?
I'm just trying to see where everything's going to line up. Okay, so I need a washer. Use the flattened one. It'll be enough to hold it, I promise. It is kind of sad, but it'll work. Okay, good. One of these guys.
I bought it a year ago, so I can't even complain to the company.
Yeah, you can. You can complain about improper fabrication. Well, let me get the other one started for you so that you don't have. Cool. So that's it. That's how you install an MD fender eliminator on a Ninja 650 2015, which I think is 12 through 16. 12 through 16 or 15. 16. Same style. So, and probably the Z or whatever the EN, whatever the equivalent naked bike was for that year. I'm pretty sure. Years. Possibly others. Read your instructions. I don't know. What's next? Probably. Yeah, it's a good time. So, Courtney said she has to quit working here because I'm too annoying with my random stories as we work. And I have a lot of wiring to do, which she doesn't really need to be here for.
Yeah. It's boring.
It really is. But it's really useful and a great skill to have for people like me who can do this. So, we're going to wire end caps onto every single one of these LEDs, and I'm not going to show anybody that because it's proprietary welding. I keep saying welding, don't I? Soldering, getting tired. Gonna solder ends onto these so that they can be quick disconnected from the bike. With some quick disconnectors I purchased through probably Amazon or something.
Looks like Amazon.
Something like that. So,
Usually that's what they have on their bags.
so these are nice because they just so you can just plug them in. And they're really thin wiring and stuff. So, and I've got a whole spool of wire upstairs too that'll come in handy too for all this. Which I might need more. Ooh, forgot to show you this guy. Right,
What's that?
this is a Wish product that I purchased. I wanted to see how it was. It was like $1. So, and I'll show this all to YouTube too. So this is an LED. It goes around your fork and it locks in, and then you wire it to your turn signal, and this is a turn signal on your fork. So I was gonna put them on the XS650. So like, say your fork was exposed,
Yeah.
it'd be like that. Would it be a turn signal? I thought it'd look cool,
Oh.
but like the picture I had, this wasn't white. This was clear. Yeah, it's Wish. What do you want?
Yeah.
And it said a pair of them.
You got.
And I complained to them, and they gave me my money back. 'Cause I'm like, a pair is 2. I was really pissed that day. I was like, but okay, someone's hurry up. So I think we have a layout basically for the whole LED system, and now we just got to wire it. I got to find a part that I had lost. It'll look something like this actually when I'm done with it. Like it's one of these. Really, that's all it is. We have another one of these under here, but it's then going to connect to my wiring harness. And what else are we going to do? Because that's really the next big step. And once all that's done, then we can start putting fairings together. So yeah, I'm going to go do that. You're going to probably end up going home
Yep.
because dogs, cats,
Dogs,
ferrets,
food.
chipmunk, whatever you've got. And I will start playing with these upstairs when I make food. After I make food. And I don't think I need all this, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways because I might find what I'm.
Might find what you're looking for.
I know I bought one. Like it's in a package. I can picture it in my head. I can't explain it, but like I can picture. I know I have it. Because these all need. I don't even need these for this project. I don't think. If I do this right, it'll just be because it'll like what it's gonna do is it's gonna follow your fenders wherever we can do it, or follow your frame. And I'm going to zip tie it all to it, so it's going to look like it's supposed to be there. And it's all going to be nicely round and everything. And it's going to have these for all the connector places, so it's all waterproof. Heat shrink too, it's good shit. And then, like, yeah, it's all going to look pretty professional. But then we'll put all the fairings on, you'll never fucking see it again. But you'll have that peace of mind of who's honking their horn. I'm going to work on the LEDs tonight and probably have to work on them more tomorrow because soldering that many takes time and energy, and it's 9 and I'm tired. Not really, but there's thin wires too. So okay, so I'll work on the LEDs. I will work on that. I'll find the part for it. Where the fuck I put that? And we'll start with that because that's really the next big step. The spools can be put on any time, but I'll try to pick those up over the weekend, like on Saturday in the morning. Drop the oil off, the full bucket of oil over there off in the morning too. So that's cleaned out for when we do the oil change. And then once the LEDs are figured out, we can start taking the fairings apart and pulling parts from that fairing onto the new fairing and take the whole rest of the headlight assembly apart and figure out what's in there that we need and make sure nothing's cracked or anything on the headlight assembly. I don't think it is because there's enough metal around it.
Yeah.
And then I will look to get my my spray paint out. I'll find my spray paint because I'll just hit this with a grinder quick and clean it up, and then I'll tape and cover this with plastic and then just spray that a few times. Nice cover. And I'm not sure if one of these needed it too. I'll look.
I think it was that one.
One of them, yeah. I want to say that one looked like before it was bent, and we bent it back a little bit. I think that one had some chip paint on it too.
No.
But well,
We
I'll
meant that one.
yeah, no, but I think when we remember when we had to put that bolt in that one because it wasn't there when we first bought the bike.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
think it was bent, and we were kind of like, oh, it looks a little cracked. But we'll mess with that. So yeah, then I'll just cover everything with plastic, and I'll just spray that quickly, and we'll let it dry. We're getting there. We're getting there. That sounds like a good game plan, right?
Yeah.
And I'll bring the key out next time too, and we can check the tail light and make sure everything's wired properly too. Make sure nothing's loose or whatever, and we can test everything. which it'll be really funny because there's no front on, so they're going to blink really freaking fast. Or they're going to just stay on. But at least we know they work. So, day 2,
We do.
complete.
Yep.
Say bye to YouTube for me. Aw, thanks.